I'm forgive me for being long-winded on this, but I'm saying the notion that there's one solution I feel is false. Can there be several things? Arming teachers, asking they barely get paid enough as it is. They have to buy their own supplies, and now the notion that they have to be armed. My grandparents were teachers. I don't see that as a reasonable solution. Bulletproof glass. Hell, wasn't it just the CDC in the recent months where somebody shot at it, and by the grace of the bulletproof glass, nobody was injured? Could that be one of many different solutions? Stricter gun laws. I'm a gun owner, and one of my opinions is that guns should be hard as fuck to buy. I recognize the Second Amendment, but at the end of the fucking toy, its purpose is to take life. Period. Make the shit hard as hell to acquire. Look at Japan, if I'm not mistaken. When someone buys a firearm in Japan, they interview the fucking neighbors of that potential gun owner for their psych eval. So, again, the notion that there's one solution, I wish we could broaden our vision and think beyond that. And every situation is not the same as the previous situation. Maybe one of the consistent things is, yes, schools. But hell, after the school shooting here, there's a fucking fucking shooting at the splash pad around the corner from my house. And some moron rolled up there and just started shooting. Mass casualty event with kids. So, all these Star Trek, Star Wars fantasy solutions, they're great. But let's live in reality, and let's come up with as many, let's throw all the wild things against the board and see what we can come up with. Short term, middle term, long term. I admit I don't know what the magic solution is, and I also admit my own triggering of shit like this, because I have children both in college and in grade school, like many of us.
I gotta go back in. I just wondered, I appreciate you, Brian, so very much. You're one of my favorites. When it's the male voices that I hear, and sometimes I hear you in my head, which is weird. Strange, but I gave you guys my solution, and I'm gonna figure we need to. Okay, I'm giving you my solution. We don't need to do anything. Y'all don't even have to listen or care. But my solution, final word from me, or maybe not. But it's just to get rid of the guns. Period. And a Second Amendment. Those guys with those funny looking clothes on and powdered wigs back then in the day, and they were carrying around muskets. They had no clue that we were going to have this type of armory and people walking around blowing away children. They had no fucking idea that we were going to have guns that could deliver those kind of rounds at one time. Go get a musket. Y'all want to go to the Second Amendment? Go get a musket. How about that? I'm good for that, because you got to push it down and put the powder and whatever. Go get you a musket. By the time you load that, I'm going to knock you out. So that's what I'm saying. And go learn, like Jim and I said, go learn how to fight. Go take some karate classes or whatever you guys need, you softies, you weak-ass men. Go do that and learn how to protect your family. Also. Or whatever. Yeah, so they had no idea. And then when we're all gone, all of us here, because we will eventually die, and there are going to be some other advancements. You guys think it's just going to settle with what we got going on now, those kinds of stuff? It's going to get worse, because there's going to be better technology, better ways of killing. And if you guys are okay with it, so go have at it. I don't, at this point, I don't really give a damn.
Well, that goes to my point of, sorry, Mike, I promise this will be short. Just to read what Lisa said, in my opinion, what hurt my heart was after Sandy Hook and nothing was done. And that really hit me like, well, shit, when this country and our elected officials got comfortable with kids being killed, that spoke a lot to me.
Yeah, that was when I realized that America loves guns more also the Second Amendment. Like, everybody just glosses over the well-regulated militia part. Like, I think that if you want to have a gun, you have to be in the National Guard, because the National Guard is the only officially recognized militia. So that you can only have a weapon if you're in the National Guard.
They should be okay with that, Trumpers, especially because they like the National Guard being in their city. So, you know.
Ain't pretty cool. How long does it take you to load a musket?
No, look, I'm from Kentucky. Don't pass me on the musket, though. Let's don't go there. I got that skill. I'm not being hillbilly.
April's like, I just used the musket to hunt rabbit the other day.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, come on, this by the time these are armchair military heroes. All these guys in here talking about their guns and whatever. They say they all masculine when they can go and get their gun and whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you bring them outside and say, put your dukes up. By the time you get outside, because you know how I am, you guys. I work on my arms, my upper body, trying to keep it intact. Because if one of you weird ass clubhouse people come up to me, I'm gonna sock you in your fucking jaw with a lock in my hand. I'm not playing around. So if you so damn bad and you so big and bad, go learn how to fight and then meet us outside. But you're gonna go and grab your gun because you're hiding behind it, the bullets or whatever. I don't have one. Meet me and let's do hand-to-hand combat. But you don't want to do that.
Right. Are you ready for some breaking news from General Milley?
Do it.
All right, this is from yesterday. This is General Milley speaking.
Breaking news, Trump gave the order, but for the first time, the military said no. In a historic moment unfolding in California, General Mark Milley, one of the most powerful military leaders in the U.S., openly defied former President Trump's directive to use the military against immigrants. Standing firm, Milley reportedly told the president, "I will not use the U.S. Army to carry out injustice. If you cross this line, you'll be facing me." His words, captured in real time, have triggered a political firestorm. Trump's attempt to invoke fear through military force has instead ignited resistance, not from protesters or lawmakers, but from within the chain of command. General Milley went further, saying that Trump's actions violated the Constitution, and that if these abuses continued, the military would take steps to protect the country from the inside. It's rare, almost unheard of, for a general to publicly stand up to a president, but this moment made one thing clear: no army, no weapons, no power can defeat a nation united around justice. For more updates like this, follow and stay informed.
Is sure this is real, Mel?
Yeah.
It's an AI voice, and General Milley is retired.
And they said former President Trump, too. That's...
It looks like
is that old?
the comments are from the last 12 hours. That's what I checked.
Yeah, the comments they could be commenting on it now, but it's an old video that they're commenting on. So,
okay, let me check.
Yeah, they just reloaded it.
That's definitely
Jeremy, are you aware the soldiers pulled out of Union Station?
No, I didn't know
Are you
that.
aware why? No. This is clockwork.
They ran out of food. The reason they were there for the pizzas and burgers, because that's all they were doing in Union Station.
I thought they were taking over Union Station.
No, the vets came out. The vets came out and challenged the actual soldiers and told them they were taking illegal orders. Blah blah blah. So go online, go look it up yourself. I told you I have people on the
I
ground.
come here to get my news from Viewpoint, so I don't know.
You gotta do what you do. I'll do what I do. I just share what I share.
I'll listen when you try to tell us. I'll listen when you try to tell us.
All I'm saying is don't bite Ellie's head off because she's giving you some even further
Nobody's
information.
biting anybody's head
No,
off.
I don't feel like my head was. I apologize.
Nobody's biting your head off. Don't listen to Point. You know we love the hell out of you. Don't listen to that shit. I love you like I love cake, and I love some goddamn cake.
I was.
So, you know that. You know that.
I do. I'm just trying to keep us on breaking news because I think that's what how much can we talk about this shooting? I mean, it's been going on 24/7 in where I'm living right now with people that I know and their kids. So I'm just looking to see what else is happening that's important.
Hey, Lisa, what type of cake?
I like all kind of cake.
Oh, damn.
Is this too. I love everybody. I might not sound like it, but I love everybody, and I appreciate you guys all the time. Everything you have to offer, even though I don't agree. That's my wife. Even though I don't agree all the time, it's not personal. I love you guys, and that's why I love like ruffling it up, ruffling your feathers, because we are all different, but we also are so much the same. So hugs and kisses. Let me go take care of some patients, and I'll be listening.
Listen,
Thank
Sister
you,
Wife,
guys.
you better go get all your shots now while you can, because RFK can diagnose children just by looking at their face. And he said you don't need no more vaccinations, so we're going to continue that shit.
Boy, he should have, instead of going to law school, he should have went to medical school.
Hello?
You think
You
knowing
know.
medical science would be a
So you know him,
prerequisite.
you know that he is an MD.
And I
I
think,
love it.
I think you have to now get a prescription from your doctor to get a COVID vaccine if you're under 65. I think that's the new rule.
Yes.
Well, I'm high risk, so I'll get it. They already told me to get my ass over there and get my pneumonia shot and this shot and that shot.
I know, April, I got to get the shingles and pneumonia. I'm like, damn.
Shingles is not bad. I had no problem. It's 2 doses. They tried to. My doctor said, "Oh, you need to get this shingles shot." I'm like, "Again? Yeah, I already got it."
Oh,
So
shit.
look at the record. Yeah, it wasn't hard. Just go for 2. It's 2 different ones. I can't remember the timeline between them, but it's not too long.
So sorry for us old folks talking.
Yeah, so old folks talking our old folks' health. You young ones are out here spreading the plague every other damn day. So settle down.
Natural medicine for shingles, but I'll tell you.
No ma'am. No sir, no ma'am. No,
Y'all finished
ma'am.
showing off for the day? Just let me know. Y'all finished showing off?
I just got here, First Lady, to show off.
Me too.
You showed off as soon as you got in there. So. Yeah.
I knew you
So
were
you
going to put the
finished?
hammer down. I am finished.
No, you're not.
There is a vaccine for shingles that's natural, called attenuated shingles.
Ew.
Well, I don't know about for the COVID, but
Why you
I
talking about
just got
shingles? What's wrong with y'all? What's going on?
speaking about health and improving our health regulations and everything else.
Don't you gotta be old to get the shingles?
No, you gotta get 50, and he's 50.
You can get shingles at any time. It's just
Yeah,
prevalent.
you're supposed to get the vaccine at 50, and that's why he's saying that, because he's 50.
I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Calling people old.
I said, don't you gotta be old.
I just
And I didn't say that he was old. Somebody else said it. I didn't say it. So it's not a y'all. It's
Any age can catch the shingles, can get the shingles.
Oh, really? I thought the younger people catch measles when you're older. It's the
do.
It's chicken pox. So
Yeah, it's
okay. Chickenpox, measles, same that.
no. Chicken pox is where you would get the shingles. So you get. So we before people got vaccines for chicken pox, which man, y'all so lucky. We just got the chicken pox, and then because of that, later on in life, you get the shingles. Possibly get the shingles. So
You
that's
have
what
it dormant in your system if you've had actual chicken pox, which older people now, when we were younger, we did. Our parents had the stupid chicken pox parties where you would get it and they'd take you around kids that didn't have it, so everybody could
Yeah, I had the chicken pox, and I'm not that old.
So,
Yeah.
girl, what? Now I gotta get that.
Yeah, I had chicken pox too.
Yeah, you need when you 50. Not now. You still got a few
April said
years.
you can get it
You
anytime.
can.
Yeah, but they're not giving shingles until you're 50. Then I give it the shot.
You're
So let me get this straight.
Got a few years.
I gotta go get my butt played in at the doctor. I gotta go get a shingles.
Remind me.
Yo, you sound like what my husband said. He was like, they want to check my prostate, that they want to do this, that they want to do that. It's too much.
Listen, just
And I heard that they can do it like in a different way. I don't want to do that.
listen. At least you don't have to have a speculum put up in there and cranked open.
But don't they, huh?
What?
Is that about, why would they do that?
That's what we need to do.
And put that spatula up in your crotch.
Why?
And open it up so they can pinch
Why?
that tissue out.
Can somebody give me a reason for
I just told you so they can go in there and get the tissue out.
It's called a pap smear.
Make sure you ain't got no polyps.
Nah, you're awake during a pap smear. Sorry.
Huh?
No, they're gonna put you to sleep, Just. You know they don't put you to sleep for no pap smear. No, I'm saying to him.
You ain't gonna get pap smears.
No, for your colonoscopy.
Everybody's
Jesus.
Okay.
No, April said that.
Hold on. Let's get this straight.
No, you get it straight.
Ladies, yeah, because you're trying to scare people. To anybody, your first lady.
Wait. I know what it is. Ladies get pap smears, and they have to be cranked open. They are awake during that. Men, when they play with our butt is the way you described it. They put us to sleep. Okay?
They put you to sleep to check your prostate? No, he's saying for colonoscopy.
Yeah, colonoscopy.
That's not for men. That's for everybody.
But for a colonoscopy, you can do it a different way.
I used to be like you. Every room, I gotta get in there.
She has to have a little bit of drama every day, right, Royal?
No, I mean, so look, I mean, what do you expect? I mean, she's young, and she gets bored, and she, wants to go down.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's okay. I'm old, I'm not.
Feels more social and intimate.
Yeah. Well, in some places.
Yeah, we always do have the crazy rooms.
Yeah, let's not get into intimacy on Clubhouse.
Yeah.
It doesn't bode well for some people.
Yeah, I can't believe BB called me a piece of shit. He was like, Sarah, you're a piece of shit. And I was like, what's wrong with you, man?
Let's not talk about it.
No, I know. It was quite funny because nobody's ever called me a piece of shit on the app. And I was like, oh.
Well, Sarah, I'd say count yourself lucky. It's unfortunate. It's bad.
You're a piece of shit, but I love you to death.
Oh my God.
You're called a piece of shit twice on this app now. Once back this one.
The only thing that annoys me is that the emojis, you have to click on someone else. You can't just have an emoji yourself.
I know. That bugs me too.
Didn't that used to be a thing?
No, that's new.
Used to, when you click on the emojis, they were on you.
Yeah.
But now you have to click on somebody else to emoji.
Yeah, so you have to react to someone in a sense. You can't just do it.
What about the sound effects? Can you still make the sound effects?
Yeah, you make that by holding down yourself, and then they're there.
Gotcha, okay. So it's the same. Yeah, okay, that's the same. Well, I mean, that emoji's fine. I don't care about that, though.
Personally, I think the best feature is the GIFs.
Yeah, I like the GIFs.
Yeah, no, the GIFs are pretty sick.
I find myself wanting the exclamation points that we used to have. I don't have those anymore. Like when you're shocked by something.
Yes.
Eyeballs one we have.
Isn't that on when you click on someone else? Let's see. No. It's not. Ewan, when I gave you the masking tape the other night for the front door, where did you put it?
I did say that. I did say that. I said, y'all gotta get this out. You gotta get it out. It's gotta go.
biggest C-section. She's like, nope.
I'm like squinching my butt cheeks
I don't want to
together
go
while we
through
talking
no
about
labor pains. Just cut the baby out.
Try laboring for 6 hours, and then they have to do an emergency. You get to do.
How does it feel? Like,
Well, I labored for 15 hours, and then I had a C-section.
damn. You know,
That was
I would have got better, and I would have got there squared up with everybody. So y'all motherfuckers, let me go.
My best
through 6
delivery was
hours.
my 1 and my number 4. My husband was there.
Ooh, so you did that joint 4 times?
On my face. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Those,
I had 1 C-section, 3 vaginals.
those C-sections ain't no joke.
That number 3, bro.
I mean, not that I know.
Let me say, I want my homegirl to get to have her baby, and
Nah, that was
her
a
dad
3 hour
didn't
journey.
the daddy didn't like show up or whatever, so I was in there, passed right out. When they lifted that them legs up, and
Yeah, that's what the men usually do.
passed out.
I would
If they don't pass out, they want to come up.
I had a Cardi B knot on my head. Sure did.
I was
Why did you pass out?
Because as soon as they
You
lifted
see
it
that
up,
placenta and those lips and all that.
baby, and it was like the head, it was like coming out, and he said, let me say, I think he said it's about to it was about to split, because sometimes and that's all I remember.
No, she cut me. I had an episiotomy.
Yeah, there's some people that don't get cut prior to a tear.
I was
Yo, there's these chicks, they tear from the pussy to the ass.
Yeah, but that's what they were saying. They have to lube a lot.
I was
That was like a 12
Y'all
pound
are
baby.
excited about this
Yeah.
stuff.
It's a crazy something because listen, I was there and I had to keep a straight face the whole damn time because goodness gracious, I really wanted to make that scrunchy face. I couldn't because I wanted to make sure my wife.
Yeah, you better not.
Look at me crazy. Oh
Your
man.
wife is looking
I
at
was-
you like, don't be making no faces about my shit.
My
I
poor
was gonna start
husband.
projecting.
I was mean to my mom. I was a 32-hour labor and I weighed 13 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
You over
He wouldn't have made it.
you over your like
One of us wouldn't have made it. One of us would
And then for y'all to do it and then go back and do it again is crazy.
Yo, the crazy thing is after you do it, you like, yo, I'm never gonna do this again. And then you find yourself knocked up again and
Well,
like,
there's
It don't be weird, like,
It actually releases drugs to make it seem like it's less painful after the fact.
Women are the least scared people it is. We do this shit. That's what it is.
and that's the thing, when you pregnant, you know that baby gotta come out no matter how it comes out, that baby gotta come out. You're ready and it gotta happen now. Like, fuck.
My kids are 10 years apart, so it wasn't like I was like, yeah, let's do this tomorrow.
Oh, I have gaps too. I have a 6-year gap, then I have a 9-year gap.
Yeah, all that contemplation time is this.
I had
And then I have a
years
full
ago
year.
because I couldn't do no abortion. I wasn't gonna do no abortion.
You know, there's implants. There's all sorts of stuff that
My
Some
first
people
one
get
was
pregnant on
4
birth control, dear.
Yeah,
I had
that's true.
48 hours. I had 48 hours of labor.
Girl,
4 hours.
God bless you.
And then I burst a hole in my lung from pushing. And I got
Jesus.
pregnant 2.5
You did what? What did you do?
It's 1912.
following.
I think she's in her 70s, guys.
And please tell me you were one and done. Please tell me
No.
after 48 hours of birth, you only gave birth once.
This is following 9 months of hyperemesis where I threw up all day. No, what happened was 2 years later, I was sitting in the kitchen and our little 18-month-old was sitting in her high chair and she was very close to her daddy. She was always daddy's girl. And she looked at him and she crooked her little finger. She wanted some milk and she said, "Hey, Gare." And I said, "Well, nope, we're not doing this. There's not going to be 3 of us. There's no hey, Gare." And I decided to have a second child. And I have the same hyperemesis. So those who are medically aware, that means I was in the hospital on IVs 6 or 8 times with both of them. The labor with him was 36 hours, and it was a better pregnancy because my first pregnancy was an all-man OBGYN, and they were telling me
I like my Dr. Chisholm.
Oh, mine was horrible. They were like, you're trying to throw up the baby. I was so excited to be pregnant. I wanted nothing of this. And yes, I did do it a second time. And yeah, I did. Going through childbirth is a huge thing. And for years, I did workshops for expectant mothers about the emotional changes of pregnancy. That's what my first book came out of. And one of the things I always told them was, do not forget about your labor and delivery, because I know that's what they used to tell women. Oh, just forget about it. You won't remember it. Well, I remember all of it, and I think it's something women should remember because it's such.
My child is 15. I think I still got postpartum.
Yeah.
And also about the throwing up. That's another fucking
Yeah,
thing.
that's terrible.
Question, Al.
Still get that.
Yeah, well,
I have a question now. I have a question. A male question. So, have you ever had a flashback of that pregnancy and then, like, for some reason, like, slipped or slapped your child because of that? Like, did that ever happen?
There have been points in raising them. They're now 41 and 43. There have been times when I felt like saying, you little shit, you have no fucking idea what it took to bring you here. But it wouldn't do any good.
That's why the urge to slap the shit out of them when they disrespect you just wells up. So you don't, the hand is across the face before you even contemplate carrying on with it. My first son was born, well, both of them were born in a military hospital, but the first one was an experiment because every fucking body and their mother was crowded into my room while I was laboring and while I was delivering, the people who were training. I don't know how many goddamn people.
Everybody was saying your poom poom. Okay.
I didn't give a shit. I did not.
I know you don't care.
Get this shit out.
When you're in pain, you don't. Everybody want to be like, oh my God, they're gonna see me down there. When you in fucking pain, you kicking everything off, and you got your shit all wide open, and you don't give a fuck who sees you.
He had the cord around his neck, and they were like hands in there trying to pull him out. So, okay, listen, take a tape measure and get to 10 centimeters, make that into a circle, and that's how big the shit got to get, okay? Mm-hmm. This is what we go through, and then we get ungrateful children. Okay, this is how, like I said, Brian would have been dropped off. Oh, no. Where'd he go? He would have been dropped off at the orphanage as soon as we got out to hospital because 13 pounds and 28 hours of labor. Oh, that was Michael. I can't get over that. I can't get over that. We can't go on and have a relationship after that.
My mom said it was smooth. I was like 9 pounds, but she said she went in at 8 o'clock and she was, and I was there by 6 p.m.
Yeah, my mom said I was smooth.
She said it was like going to work. But she had a C-section or whatever. She said that's where I got that from. She said she showed up and said, "Here for my C-section."
And the comment in the chat is right. Men should have no say because we the ones have to go in there and actually have another person pull out our body. Okay, shit, y'all get some say, but keep your shit wrapped up or stay away.
I had a pregnant dog.
Let me tell you, if I was a millionaire, I would have multiple kids, more than 4. Yeah, I would have a lot of kids.
I have 2. I'm not happy male. 2, 20.
I would have like 10, 12. Yeah, take those. Yeah, of course.
It should be like dogs that have.
Don't worry, I'm gonna prepare that.
7 or 8 at a time. Y'all out for that?
Listen, Joseph.
Like one whole shebang.
No, listen. Let me say this, and I'm gonna be quiet. This gonna be real quick. My last child, still, even to this day, I'm getting better. But for a long time, I had PTSD. When I saw other pregnant women, I would be like, ew, like, you can I do that? Seriously, I could not fix my face. It was just like, ew, that is so gross. For years. And I promise you, I postpartum, I felt like that lasted for, I don't think it kicked in until maybe like 24 months later. But then I felt like it didn't leave for like 6 years. I'm trying to tell you.
What does that mean?
Which part? Postpartum?
Like, what is that?
Depression?
What is it like?
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Pregnancy depression. It happens, it's different for everybody. So, if she explains it to you, somebody else explains it a little different. There's people that don't want to hold their babies or don't even care for their babies.
Look, I had it for 12 hours. I know I had it for 12 hours. I went home because we We lived in Georgia, and this was in July, in a trailer. It's fucking hot as hell. My husband at the time went and got a window unit air conditioner because the other had kicked out. It was over. It was done. We rented a trailer. I went home. I left my baby with my friends and my husband down the street. I just got in the car, didn't tell them shit. Went home. My parents had been visiting. I had left before that time. I went home. I put my 38 on the counter, okay, because that was the neighborhood we lived in. And I cleaned my house from top to bottom the first day out of the hospital. The next day, I couldn't walk. I regretted life at that point. But I had it. I was like, if somebody had come through my door, other than somebody I was related to or friends with, they would have been going out, been carried out, because I had my 38 ready, girl. I'm serious. I'd be like, I'm done. It would have been insanity.
That's how the lady that I used to live next door to, when I was in Texas, she had a baby, and she was the sweetest person. And after she had the baby, like, she just used to be doing weird stuff. Like, I would see her holding the baby, no back support, the baby just like flinging around. I used to be like, something wrong with her.
That's wild.
Yeah, I think it went bad for her, and then she ended up getting put out of the like place. I don't know what happened after that, but I remember thinking like, damn, like it was such a like nice pregnancy, and then it just went bad. And she just would be looking at the baby like she was over.
There's women who actually kill their children because of postpartum. It's so severe. Like Janelle said, it's on a spectrum. Again, like many things, it can be really bad or, not so much.
Yeah, I think I had like minor postpartum with baby number 3. Probably lasted a few months, but I got over it. Like, I was like, get your shit together.
That's how animals be, though. My friend kept leaving me with his cat, kept bringing me his kittens. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? He was like, oh, she tired. She wants you to take care of it. I was like, oh.
Yeah, but look at that. Mom can't do that shit.
Y'all take it to the dad. I'm curious.
Yeah, but they're like the ones that don't have their husbands or don't have baby father there. They just with that baby by themselves, baby crying, baby with colic, and...
Do the dads be good with them? With the kids?
Child.
What do they do?
No, I ain't gonna lie. Both my baby daddies is beautiful. I was the one went back. Yeah, I think if they present, I was at work. Yeah, I think the ones that are present, yeah, but the ones that are not there, I don't know.
Both of them were pretty good dads, especially when they were small. I was surprised, but yeah, it just.
When it comes to my newborns, I am like an animal when they have their puppies. I don't want nobody carrying my newborn. So I never allowed the dads to really do anything with them.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'm not so.
So I'm literally like, I would compare it to the animals, the way they are when the dad tries to come around a puppy, or that's the way I was. So I used to be fucking exhausted, and I used to still just be there pumping and holding her.
My dog, I would never recommend her to be another. They supposed to keep him for like 8 weeks. At like 5 to 6 weeks, she just stopped. She stopped feeding them. She stopped doing. I had to get him so. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? She'll like kind of growl at him like toward the end, like when they'll come near her, like, girl, get away from me. And about her food, when they'll try to like come near her food, I'm like, you gonna fuck the kid up like that? So I don't know. Maybe she had fault. Maybe that come in animal form too, because she wasn't with it. She didn't want to be no mom. Oh, is Lisa there? Oh, she's still with patients, right? What is 3.560 kilograms? What is that?
What's going on?
Measuring cocaine? Yeah, it's cocaine. Come on now. Yeah,
We don't know what the hell are you talking about. You just come out of nowhere. Lisa here.
Just give me a.
I want to know about 3.5 ounces. What?
3.56 kilo.
It's probably about 5 to 15, depending on good
It's like
behavior.
7, 8.
Thank you, Brian. You said 7, 8
You're
pounds?
trying to convert it to pounds. It's like 7 or 8 pounds.
Who's 7 or
Okay.
Who's 7 or 8 pounds?
That was my son when he was born.
Oh,
Oh,
my bad.
okay. I was 7'15"
They
when I was
gave your
born.
baby to you in ounces?
Yeah, that's no, they put it, no kilos. Yeah, kilos.
Yeah.
That's crazy. When you was born? Like you was born in America?
Yeah, what the fuck?
No, man, she was
I never
acting
heard
up.
nobody talking about kilos. What's going on?
Yeah.
That's the way they set it on the scale. I don't know.
Yeah, they measure both.
I ain't got that shit.
I looked right at the screen while they was doing what they was doing. I would look to the side. I saw pounds and ounces.
Yeah, I mean, I memorialized everything, so I took the pictures of him on the scale and everything.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking at.
I needed oxygen because, like,
Not treated as oxygen.
I'm dead. I'm dead. That's serious.
Because you was about to pass out?
Yeah, I didn't think of it. Like, so, all 3 of my sons were C-sections, but my first one, like, never experienced or whatever. And
You said that you had a C-section. What's happening?
no, I said all 3 of my sons, their mothers,
Oh.
C-sections. No,
Okay.
for me as a dad, the nurse said, hey, you know what? When we come and get you, you need to go right at that point. So, went into the delivery room. I don't know if I was in a delivery room or an ice locker. It was like fucking cold.
Yeah. Like an ice box.
Yeah, and they had
And you naked.
Bad memories.
laying there, and they just had like this sheet, like
Butt ass
walled off.
naked with a sheet in front of you.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
I'm
I just
throw
thought,
up. Can we hurry up with this story?
That's how they do C-sections.
I know, and that's why I had a flashbacks. Literally, I'm getting hot.
having a hot foot. I'm just saying, as a guy, I have no qualm because I just kept looking at her. I'm not good with blood.
She laughed?
I'm looking. She actually laughed. Wow. But no, they told me when they pulled my son out and took him over to the little weigh scale thing, it looked like he was at the deli. When I stood up, like I noticed while they was doing it, like one of the clips on the bed sheet or whatever they had blocking her lower off, it had dropped and nobody clipped it back up. So I just kept looking at her closer.
Oh,
and on my periphery, I saw this bloodied arm from one of the doctors. And so the nurse said, all right, you ready, Mr. Young? And I stood up and I consciously looked up at the ceiling so I wouldn't look, down towards her, stomach where the C-section was. And then when I looked down, I looked right at the spot on the floor where there was blood and like some cloth. I always thought I stood there for a couple of seconds, but apparently it was longer because 2 of the nurses, they grabbed me on both sides and had to walk me over and gave me one of those little oxygen things. Yeah, that shit.
Yeah, bro. You ain't supposed to be looking on the other side of the sheet, bro.
Like I said, that shit
I'm
was...
telling y'all right now, if y'all gonna knock it up, right, y'all gonna have to take blood because whether it's a C-section or not, there's gonna be some blood, y'all.
Yeah.
And especially when a doctor wanna make fucking jokes like, "Oh, you have a redhead." I'm gonna fucking slap the shit out of him saying that. Yo, but it's gonna be blood. I'm sorry to tell you.
My thing, I kept hearing all this metal clanking while I'm looking at, my son's mother. I was like, are y'all delivering my son or putting in a small block V8? Because that's a lot of, tools that y'all got over there. And I'm like, dude, hearing the clank, clank, and I'm like, what are y'all cutting?
Yeah, bro. They cut it up multiple layers of her stomach before they pull the baby out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the experience on both sides, and I'll take a vaginal over a C-section any day. And that's just me.
I got better with my other 2. But yeah, go ahead, man.
Who's that side?
I said even with the split, because they gotta do that botch ass sewn up again. I've heard all the stories.
Yeah, let me tell you, I'm not even gonna lie. Jamaica Hospital, they did an amazing C-section. I'm talking about the scar, everything. Beautiful. You don't even see that shit. No, like, I guess I just heal good. But he also did his thing, with the stitching. But it's just the after pain.
Like, you got to be on these drugs because of the pain. It's just like you're not enjoying the baby. You don't have the same bonding with your spouse through a C-section versus a vaginal. So I prefer a vaginal. And that's why you see after my C-section, I went vaginal again, which is called the VBAC, for anyone that doesn't know. I ended up doing a VBAC because I wanted to experience that with my current husband. Because his daughter was the first over the C-section, so we never experienced vaginal. So that's why my third and my fourth is vaginal.
There's something about that I feel like granted, as a dad, I have no idea, from a woman's standpoint, but like when we found out like that she was gonna have to have a C-section, I kind of felt like, I don't know, like cheated. Experience of like, waking up at 0 dark 30. Oh my God, my water broke. Let's get to the hospital. Let's go to work. And it was like, so you're about 8.5 months. Let's schedule your pregnancy for Tuesday at 2 o'clock. Is that good for you? And I'm like, what? Like, oh, all right. I guess we're doing it Tuesday at 2 o'clock. Yeah. And it's something missing. One of my boys, he had that, like him and his girl, it was like 3:30 in the morning. He's dead ass asleep. And he said she was fighting it because she was in the bathroom just going, oh, no. And he kind of woke up here and just whimpering like, what the hell's going on? Did your water break? And he said, his girl was like, no, that's not water. I just spilled my drink. It's like, what? Like she first pregnancy, she totally did not like come to that conclusion that the baby eventually has to come out. But anyway, yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know something? They trying to make my sister C-section, right?
Yeah.
And my sister was like, no. And my niece came out in 7 minutes. I mean, that was her second child, but my niece came out in 7 minutes.
Kicking.
They're just sitting there trying to make more money. That's what it was.
No, of course. Let me tell you something. For my C-section, she definitely could have came out vaginally. She is my smallest baby, smallest head. I was already 6 centimeters dilated. She was able to, I understand heart rate is dropping, but guess what? With my third and fourth pregnancy, the heart rate was dropping also, and I delivered them vaginally. But I get it. The doctor's he's about to go home. His shift is about to end. Yo, let's get this surgery. Let's get this surgery money real quick. Send this bitch to the back and let's cut her open. But once again, I believe she could have came vaginally. I didn't need that C-section. But, you gotta let people do what they do.
Somebody call 911. I can't breathe.
Someone, please.
Traumatizing me today. What y'all doing?
Why y'all traumatized? You already got kids. You already got delivery.
We hyper focused on C-sections and what y'all doing?
Oh no, I was just saying that I prefer vaginal over C-section. That's it.
Oh God. That is it. My C-section was not planned.
You had a C-section from 1 and 2, or just?
I had been in labor all day long, and then it was 8:30, 9:30 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, your daughter, she's down there. You've dilated 8 centimeters, but she just won't come out. And I started crying. Like, I was crying. I was like, I don't want to see C-section, please. And it was like, okay, we're going to get the midwife to come in here, and they're going to do some positions with you. They put me in a pretzel. They had my leg all up in one end of the place. They tilted the bed upside down. And mind you, I had to get a surcharge because she was coming out early. So now it's time for her to come out. She didn't want to come out. And after like an hour and 45 minutes of them trying to do all these positions and she ain't move, it was like, yeah, we're going to have to put you in a C-section.
How much is she weighing?
8 pounds, 14 ounces.
Yeah, that wasn't coming out. There was a chance that even if you would have fully dilated to 10, she was still not coming through your birth canal. It was not going to happen. Because with the third one, she was 7'10".
This conversation.
The third, Kylie, she was 7'10". They said if she was 8 pounds, she was not coming out. She was not.
I had my son. He was 8 pounds 4 ounces.
And he came out.
And he came out vaginal. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you had a vaginal then a C-section like me, vaginal C-section.
Yeah.
Even my labor when I was 15, beautiful. Best labor in the world. Another Jamaica hospital labor. I was there for 23 hours and 38 minutes. Didn't feel no pain.
I never knew what labor pains was with my first pregnancy. Because I didn't feel any pain. I took epidural. I was good, numbed. I pushed him out 30
There's gotta
minutes.
be something in the news. It's gotta be.
I pushed him out in 30 minutes. He was 7
Breaking news. Give us breaking news first. Is there a new ice cream shop, a new restaurant open? What happened?
Breaking news. Breaking news. Sorry, I don't know. Grocery store.
God, please bless First Lady with another baby. Thank you.
How did you do that?
Breaking news.
Blasphemy. I'm about to start crying again. Don't you ever say that. That is curse.
So, all right, breaking news. So, they about to really go in on the Argentinian president. They're throwing shit at him. They're fucking about to whoop his ass. Right? These Argentinian people are not fucking playing games. Apparently, he cut some benefits for some folks, and they're pissed. They took to the streets and they're revolting in Argentina. So I don't know. I'm trying to look for the article now, but I'm like, I've just jumped back in the car. And I'm driving around. So I don't know if anyone wants to look that up. Do we care about Argentina or not?
What they gonna do with Argentina?
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
So I was reading this article. So where did I just see it? There's protests, corruption scandal and protests. Javier Milei faces his toughest week. Click on it. But my service is really slow. I'm out here in his toughest week in Argentina, and Argentine politics. A few weeks have been as tumultuous for a president as the one Javier Milei has just endured. His popularity, which until a few months ago seemed unshakable among the sectors that lifted its power, is facing rapid erosion amid corruption allegations, financial scandals, massive protests, and election climate fraught with uncertainty. Less than 2 weeks before the provincial elections on September 7th, and with eyes set on the midterm legislative elections on October 26th, the Libertarian government finds itself under unprecedented pressure. The epicenter of the political storm carries the Milei surname, though it is not only the president who is directly implicated, but also his sister and right-hand woman, Karina Milei, currently Secretary General of the presidency. Audio recordings released by the streaming channel Carnival placed an influential official at the center of an alleged bribery scheme tied to the management of the National Disability Agency. So these cases add to the ongoing investigations against the president himself, such as the cryptocurrency scandal that has been under judicial scrutiny for 6 months, including one case